I see a transformation of sorts. I see a lot more, you speak a lot more about God these days than you used to. Now, you said that you grew up in a Christian household. There was a time when you were not necessarily producing any Christian music. Why the change?
I was like, who playing me? The devil or God?
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And when I really dived into the word and I started listening to sermons and having certain conversations with certain individuals, you know, my mind changed. I was not fascinated with the wrong anymore. I was like, what am I doing? I was not fulfilled. Just trying to appease these girls or these streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to give my talent to God.
Got you.
You know.
Hello everybody and welcome to a special episode of the Game Changers podcast. My name is Quinn Sergis and it's a privilege and pleasure to be here with you as usual. Today is a special episode because we have a pretty interesting guest with a pretty interesting story. Now all our guests are interesting and have interesting stories, but through this conversation you'll learn why I say that this guest in particular is so interesting. I'll let him introduce himself. So, introduce yourself to my audience. What's your name? Who are you? Where are you from?
Hello everyone, my name is OG Sage and I'm a recording artist from the island of St. Lucia, and it's great to be here.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so you spoke about that you're obviously St. Lucian. We're recording at the beautiful Harbor Club, if individuals don't know. Tell us about your life growing up in St. Lucia. What has it been like growing up in St. Lucia, and how has your environment shaped who you are today?
All right, growing up in St. Lucia is it was a fun experience. I didn't grow up from I didn't come from a rich family, but we had everything. We had each other, and that's a lot.
For sure.
And you know, God-fearing parents, grandparents, school. I was sort of a troublesome child.
Right.
But ultimately, it shaped me, you know, into the man that I am
Got you.
today. Yeah.
So where did the music come from? When did you decide, okay, yes, we're doing this music thing?
All right. Well, I went to University of the Southern Caribbean.
Right. USC, my alma mater as well. Yeah.
And well, I got like expelled
Okay.
for some stuff,
Right.
you know, and then I got transferred to Monroe College, and then, but the entire time I was sneaking away to record music in a study
Okay.
with my laptop, and I was like failing in school, to be honest, because I wasn't focused on. I really was going to school because my parents sent me to school.
Got you.
Yeah, and I actually asked my mom to drop out because I didn't want to spend the money, you know,
Right.
especially taking a loan and stuff. And then, so I was already gifted with the music ability by the time I was 14 years old. So I had this feeling I was always good, and within me, you know, destiny is something that God reveals to you about yourself.
Okay.
And I just had this thing that I was gonna make it doing this. I'd be living I had to live out this thing, work it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's inside. It wasn't perfect. I'm not always this good. I'm still getting better.
Yeah.
But I had to work it out. I really had to work it out, and I just decided at age 18 to pursue music entirely, absolutely. And my mom bought me a mic. She supported me. My dad bought me a mic and a computer, And then from the age of 18 to now, I've been recording myself, creating the songs. Yeah, so it's been a little journey from going, going to my friend's house to record, to having my own equipment. You know, struggling with my mom. She's telling me go to school, have a backup plan.
Right.
And like, no, this is plan A.
Yeah.
I'm doing plan A, and I'm still doing plan A all now as we speak. But it's like I had this struggle, and in our environment, it's not supported this career.
Yes.
Unless you're doing soca or reggae, dancehall.
That's true.
So that's where I'm coming from with it.
Got you. So then, tell us a little bit about your music. What type of music do you create, and what were your influences? Why this type of music?
My influences. I have a lot of influences.
Got you.
I listen to a lot of different music, like the greats, like Anita Baker, Al Green, and Frank Sinatra. Celine Dion, Whitney Houston, and that's what I mainly consume. Before I used to do rap music, and I still used to listen. That used to be my diet, right? The soulful music and melodic stuff, like this stuff that feed my soul. So I'd end up having substantial rap music, and so these are my influences. A lot of R&B and soul, and then a few rappers influenced me as well.
Okay.
To go into rap music, such as Future, Wiz Khalifa, Drake, and La Russell. Although I came onto La Russell late, but he has the business plan, the business model that I admire. And, so I have a few influences, but right now I make music. It's hard to track what genre I sell.
Okay, interesting.
It's just from my soul. I curate this sound, like, so it's about the message for me, really, because the sound is like universal.
Got you. All right, so we're taking due for our first commercial break. We'll come back in a little while, and we'll get a little bit deeper into the type of music this gentleman makes.
Creating videos can be tough, but it doesn't have to be. Let me show you how Veed makes it easy in just 3 steps. Step 1. Upload your video to Veed's platform. It's as simple as drag and drop, no tech skills needed. Step 2. Edit your video with powerful tools. Add text, music, and effects to make it pop. Step 3. Export your masterpiece in seconds. Share it with the world and watch your creativity shine. Want to try it out? Use code VEED20 for a discount. Stop stressing and start creating with Veed today.
All right, welcome back to the Game Changers podcast. We're here with OG Sage, and he's getting into a little bit more about himself and why he creates music and why he creates the type of music he does create. Now, bro, I've actually been following your music a little bit of a while. I don't know if you knew that, but I was actually following it a little bit. But I see a transformation of sorts. I see a lot more. You speak a lot more about God these days than you used to. Now, you said that you grew up in a Christian household. There was a time when you were not necessarily producing any Christian music. Why the change?
I started. I to be honest, I was serving people.
Okay.
And in business you serve people, right?
Yes.
But I was serving people a little too much in my mind, because when I found the truth about God, I realized I was trying to please people, or search for hit songs which would not elevate the audience, but keep them where they are. I try to sensualize, either keep people in sin or lead them into sin. So as a musician, you are an instrument. Your voice, your mind, and I was like, who playing me? The devil or God?
Interesting.
You know what I mean? And when I really dived into the word and I started listening to sermons and having certain conversations with certain individuals, my mind changed. I was not fascinated with the wrong anymore. I was like, what am I doing? I was not fulfilled. Just trying to appease these girls or these streets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had to give my talent to God.
Got you.
I had to go to God and to yield the highest, the best fruit I could have yielded was what I'm doing right now and what I'm about to do, So that's where this God awareness, this God consciousness came into play. When at about 30, I just dived deeper into the word, and I was just tired of this life I was living as well, because I was living a certain type of life, man, that that like it's a life of sin.
Yeah. Let's just wait there. You don't have to go
Yeah.
into any details. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's a transformation of my mind, actually.
Okay.
So the music is the fruit. It's like transition from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of light.
Got you.
Yeah.
All right. So then, where did the name OG Sage come from? That's a pretty interesting path, I guess. A pretty interesting pathway to that name.
Yeah. OG Sage came from me listening to a lot of trash rap music.
Okay.
Trash rap music, and knowing that I'm a musician and I'm going to enter this space, that my name should be my nature.
Okay.
And I'm a gangster because I used to be a gangster,
Okay.
but I always wanted to be an OG gangster,
Okay.
to lead the young people right.
So like an elder, a wise.
A wise gangster.
Okay, all
a
right.
wise
That's
leader,
interesting.
a wise leader. So the name came from OG, original gangster, original gangster wisdom.
Yeah.
But then through my transformation, it's like I turned it into original wisdom of God.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Original God wisdom.
Okay. Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get you.
It's the wisdom of God. I'm committed to expressing to my music. Yeah. It's a teaching. Sorry. It's a teaching. It's teaching for me. It's more teaching rather than entertainment at this point. Yeah.
Right. So through your music, you use it as a platform to educate and to spread your message that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then, what themes do you? I mean, you did say that it's a diverse array of music, but what themes or what emotions do you try to evoke when people listen to your music?
Yeah. I try to express how loving God is,
Okay.
how forgiving He is, how abundant He is, His qualities, His attributes. I try to, show His grace, express His grace to mankind, because, faith comes through the hearing of the word. And if I place this word in song, right, in my mind, what it does for me is build my faith, listening to it. So I think the same effect would take place in someone else's life, where it'll keep you in His presence, having the word, being spoken into your ear, and it'll strengthen your relationship. It'll be like, as I said, a teaching, sort of in culture, like creating a culture of this ascended life, the abundant lifestyle of Jesus.
Okay.
All
right. So you utilizing Christ as the example, and then you try to mirror it through the music. Now you say.
Yes.
Got you. That's really brilliant. We are due for our second commercial break, and we'll be right back with OG Sage after these messages. Bruh, people keep asking me, how do I get into this podcast space? How do I actually get into podcasting? But it's so easy. I don't know why you guys are overcomplicating it. All you need is a browser and Riverside.fm. It's that simple. This tool is designed to simplify high quality video and audio online. Whether you're doing interviews for your startup, doing a live webinar, or just need some talking head clips, it records everything locally. It means that even if your internet lags, you get smooth video quality at 4K and smooth audio as well. Plus, it turns your long form episodes into short clips that you can share across social media. If you want to start podcasting or recording online like a pro, click the link down below. So we're back with OG Sage again, and now he's going to delve in a little bit into what it takes to write a song. Individuals might want to get into the music industry and might not know how to get into this industry. So, bro, take me through your writing process. What does it take to write a song? How do you get songs? And the vision of a song to write it.
My process.
Yes, your own process. I mean, I know everybody's process is different, but tell me yours. Yeah.
First, I look for beats. I create the beats. It's like the beat is the canvas basically that I build the beat. So I shop for samples and loops and sounds that I know that are appealing to me, and it's just great music, great sounds, make it easier to curate a great hit. So I shop for great sounds and then I put them together in Fruit Loops, the software, and then I approach the beat as soon as possible, like in the next hour or instantly and I record on Cubase, the program called Cubase, and it might take me a night, a couple hours, but as soon as I have my chorus down, it's like basically the main idea is done.
Okay, got you.
So after the chorus, I get my chorus, and then I focus on my verses, might do a bridge, and I stay themed on the chorus, on whatever the title is. I might listen to some sermons in between, like just God content. If I take a break, I will take a little break. I go and sit down, I get some more word in me, read my Bible. Even before I do this, before I record my song, before I make my beat, I invite the Holy Spirit.
Got you.
I invite the presence that I'll be a vessel. I'll be a vessel so that I could discern his message. I could discern what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
And then I just go with follow the Spirit, Holy Spirit, and led by it. And that's how I do it. And I make hits, bro. I mean, the Spirit does a great job every time. He does everything well,
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. So then what would you say is more important? Because I know you said you start with the rhythm and the melody, but is the melody more important than the words, or is other words more important?
I think a great melody, a great beat, drives a great song.
Okay.
It leads.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
So then, how do you experiment then? Because I know as a musician, as an artist, you have to try certain things. Certain things might not work well for you. Other things might not work might not work for you, but might work for other individuals. Yeah. So what's your process of experimenting with music, with the genres, with the sounds, with the rhythms?
All right. Well, I grow my sound by listening to the greats. So I listen to some old albums and I get these sounds, these instruments, and I go and I look for them. You know what I mean? So it'll bring this nostalgic feel to the music, that making it timeless sort of. And anyone who knows music, they'll pick up on the timelessness of the expanding sound, because I just try to take it to another level every time. I don't try to make a specific genre. I try to make a specific song. You know what I mean? yeah, I dive into what I'm trying to say. You know, I don't really experiment. You know what I mean?
No, I guess what you're
Yeah,
saying.
I actually kind of like I do expand, I do improve, but experiment is not. Yes, this one is tricky. Yeah, yeah. I experiment. I experiment. When I'm making my beats, is a bunch of experimentation.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but in terms of the core of your message, you don't experiment with
No,
that.
no.
Okay, I get what you're saying. So with the music you experiment, but with the core message, it just remains the same. Okay, I understand that. That makes sense actually. So you say what you want to say regardless, or what you're led to say. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Regardless, but
What the beat is
The
telling
beat-
me to say.
okay, I understand
Yeah.
that. I understand that. All right, so let's talk about challenges now.
Yep.
Every industry has challenges, and no question the music industry has challenges. What are some of the biggest challenges you face in terms of getting your music out to audiences so that people can actually hear you?
Well, the challenge is not a challenge anymore,
Okay.
but it is a realization and awareness and a taking action. Basically creating content consistently, high quality, low quality, with context, you know. And I believe this is what it needs to be done in the area of reaching the audience, the people we're trying to speak to. And it was my challenge. It used to be the challenge where I didn't have cameras, mics. I didn't have even content ideas. Like I wasn't doing the research. I had to improve myself. I had to become a certain type of artist. You know, to understand who am I speaking to. You know what I mean, and not try to please everyone. So I'm seeking these people attention. You know what I mean, and that's it. Yeah.
Got you. So you don't see these things as challenges anymore. You see them as opportunities to improve yourself and to
Yeah, to
advance.
add value to these people, and no matter how small the number is, you know, I'm doing it with my whole heart. So it's high quality service, product, and an experience. So my challenge, no, I didn't really have no challenges. I just have been developing and becoming the type of person to do the type of work, do the work. Yeah.
Got you. So has there been any breakthrough in your career that you can really highlight, that you can say, okay, this was a moment when I really decided, okay, this thing will really work out for me, and how was that inspiring to you to move forward in your career?
Well, when I started getting money for my music, it was pretty inspiring, motivational, and but it's still small, but it's just an incentive. It's like I need to do more of this, and I could take care of myself and my family. So, no specific breakthrough moment, but a consistent, um, series of moments where it's just affirms I'm on the right track. I need to keep doing this. You know, it's not. I've never had any break special moments yet. You know, I've not had any special moments to say needle shifting moments. You know, yeah. I just get enough traction to keep going and keep on. But I have this hope though, this great hope. I have this great hope that if I do the work, you know, that it will be done. I water the tree every day, right? The flower, and I'd have fruit eventually, you know. Create a couple of fruit trees. Yeah.
Got you. So if you continue working, and yeah, I think that's a very good message as well, because sometimes we think that success is when you get the reward, but the success is showing up every day.
Yeah,
Showing up
becoming.
every day and falling in love with the process, because
Yeah.
sometimes and then sometimes people would see the end goal as the success, and will be so enamored with what you get at the end.
Yeah.
But the growth and the becoming, like you said, is really
Yes.
what we really have to look at. Yeah,
A
for
wise
sure.
guy once said, better a prepared messenger than a prepared message.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. I would agree with that as well. Yeah, because you build yourself when you prepare
Yes.
that way, and you change into the person that you should have been all along. All right, so let's talk about what you're currently working on. I know that you had a project that you're working
Yeah.
on. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right. I recently released an album called The King's Way. And it's the first album since my transformation. And it's covering a lot of the same attributes of God and his qualities, his leadership in our lives, and encouraging people to allow him to lead and the benefits of being with him, and the project, I really enjoyed creating it, and right now I'm on like the third album,
Got you.
but I have to feed it to them. No, I cannot dump it on there.
Right.
So I'm working on the third project right now. But the King's Way is my baby, and it's actually the transition from the kingdom of darkness into the light. It's very cool. A bunch of cool songs that easy to listen to, and a few bangers on there as well. Good gospel bangers, good news bangers.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So, are there any artists internationally or in the Caribbean that you would like to collaborate with in terms of content?
Yeah.
Because this will be posted on social media. We never know, who can
sees
listen.
this stuff?
Yeah.
Right now, I have no artists I desire to work with.
Okay.
Okay, I lie. Okay, I'm lying. Alright, there's this, and I don't even desire to work with them. I just admire the way they representing
Okay.
Christ and stuff.
Okay.
In the music industry. So it's D1. There's
Okay.
a rapper called D1,
Okay.
and also La Russell,
Yeah.
and man, you in my belly?
I'm not.
And D1, La Russell. But I admire how they approaching building their movements and stuff. So that's what I admire. But I have no aspirations to work with them to say, if we end up in the same place, maybe. But for now, it's just admiration.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, well, who knows? Like I said, this will be posted on social media. Who knows who
Yeah.
will be seeing this, right? So then,
I mean, I'm open to work, though.
okay,
You understand?
Yeah.
Giving my contribution,
yeah,
but I do not desire to, enter any spaces right now.
got you. That's fine. That's fine. That makes a lot of sense. So then, in terms of a long-term vision, where do you see yourself in the long term? Let's say 5 years.
All right. 5 years, I see a community of believers. I have this movement called Only Getting Better, and it's about cultivating the minds of the people to think higher, think harder about their lives, about their choices, and in 5 years' time, I would love the community to be grown, like grow the community, and live events where we meet, listening parties, and just forums where we could discuss ideas of finance, wealth, spirituality, leadership. So in 5 years, I see this community of artists, creators, people, the different callings and gifts that just come together and celebrate each other, celebrate God and life, and have fun, and just progress, true progress.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right, bro. So thank you so much for coming here. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Just quickly tell us, because we have limited time, tell us where people can get your music.
All right. On Spotify, I'm on Spotify. I'm on Apple Music. I'm on YouTube at OG Sage. My name is OG Sage. I'm on Instagram at The Real OG Sage. Yeah, OG Sage.
Beautiful.
Everywhere OG Sage.
And we'll just leave the links to your music in the description down below.
Yeah.
Once you send it to us, and people can get quick access to
Thank
it.
you, bro.
All right. Thank you guys for coming to yet another episode of Game Changers. A pretty different episode, different location, but a pretty interesting conversation regardless. Remember to like and subscribe. Remember to follow Game Changers on our new and improved website. That's gamechangers758.com, where you can get our merchandise like I'm wearing, or you can contact us for any of our services. Thank you so much for coming on, and I'll see you next time. Stay hungry. Bye-bye.